Then the next method that we are going to see them is a splice. This one is a slice. So the next method is a splice. So this splice method would take three parameters. It's going to take the starting array, and then it's going to take the delete count. So let's say this one is a starting array, the second one is the delete count, and the third one is an element. Let's say element 1 comma element 2, etc. This is the parameters for this splice method. So what it does, the splice method changes the contents of an array. It's not like a slice. Slice is not going to modify the actual array. Instead, it's going to create a new array. But the splice can change the actual array. If you want to add items to an array, you can. If you want to remove some item from this array, you can. If you want to replace, it can. So this splice method actually can modify the array, but slice, it won't modify the array. So let me show you this simple example. As I said that the splice method has three parameters. First parameter is a first index. Second parameter is a delete count, meaning that my array index going to start from the first index, meaning APU. The second parameter is a delete count. I don't want to delete anything. Then the third parameter is an element. What if I want to add some elements? Like I'm trying to push something into my existing array. Let's say I'm just going to push strawberry, and then I want to push another element. As I said that element 1, element 2, how many? You can put as many as if you can, right? Let me say I'm going to put grapes. So these two elements I want to push into this array, right? So when I save and refresh, there is nothing here. Remember, as I said, this splice method is not going to create a new array. It's going to deal with the actual array. So here, if you create a new variable, it's like you're going to store them into this new variable, right? So we are not going to create any new array. So there is no need for you to have another variable to store the value, because you are going to make changes in the actual array. So for that, we are going to use fruits.splice as a method. This is a starting index. So starting index is 1, that is APU. So how many elements do you want to delete? I don't want to delete anything. That is the reason why there is 0. But I want to add these two elements into the array. So let me save and refresh. Then you will see the result. So it's still not showing anything. What is wrong? So I have to use fruits here. Let me save and run. You can see banana is the first one. I said that this is a first index. Where do you want to include them? At the first index. What is there before in the first index? APU. So this APU will be pushed, and then this strawberry will come and take in that place of the first index. Then the second index will be given to the grapes. Then APU will be pushed to the third index. Then this is fourth, and this is fifth, and this is sixth. So this is how the splice work. As I said that splice can make changes in the actual array. For example, here we have managed to add some items into our array, right? Existing array. What if, as I say, that you can even remove some items from existing array? So in that case, what we can do, let me just remove this one. I'm not going to add anything. Instead, I'm just going to remove. So if you want to remove, what you need to do is, you need two parameters. First one is, what do you want to remove? You have to specify the position. Let me say at the 0th index, I want to remove from the 0th index. How many elements do you want to remove? Maybe the next parameter is a delete count, right? So I'm going to say 1. I want to remove only one item. So it will be removed the item that found in the 0th index. So when I go and refresh, you will see this banana will be removed now. So it starts from apples, oranges, and banana and guava. So if I say 2, from 0th index, 2 items will be removed. So this one and this one would be removed. So let me go and refresh. You will see it's starting from oranges, because starting from 0th index, 2 items will be removed. So 0th index and the first index, there 2 items will be removed. Then we will start printing the third item. So if you want to remove multiple items, this is how you can specify. You can just specify how many items that you want to delete from that index. So if you say first, so here what does that mean? From first index, I want to remove 2 items. In that case, Apu is the first index. So Apu and oranges will be removed. This bananas, this guava will be printed. When I go and refresh, you see banana, and guava has been printed. So this is how splice method would work. You can add or you can remove. If you want to remove more than one item, you can specify the index and how many items that you want to remove, so everything will be removed. For example, let's say starting from the 0th index, I want to remove everything. How many items are there? 2, 4, 5. So when I say 5, everything will be removed, right? So we will have nothing here because everything is being removed. So this is how, so when you say 4, only the last item would remain. The rest of the items will be removed. So only Goa will remain. So this is how you can add or remove. What if I want to replace? That one is simple. I'm sure that you already know, right? You can just pass. There is no need for you to splice method. If you want to replace something, you can say just like fruits 1, and then the first, maybe let's say the 0th index, I just want to change this one to something like jackfruit. So in that case, the banana will be replaced with jackfruit, right? So I hope you know that one. So this is how we can use splice method in JavaScript.